What is a good war? Can war be good? What of the individuals and communities that came together in a common purpose to supply military power, labor, economic contributions, and even voluntary efforts? Perhaps this is too idealistic a view ascribed to the greatest generation that is not representative of their true experience. To be fair, some fared better than others. However, Cape Breton was not one of those that benefited fully from the prospects presented by war. Where many Canadian communities took advantage of wartime opportunities for industrial expansion and regional improvement, Glace Bay, the largest mining town in industrial Cape Breton, was mired in poverty, poor living conditions, and underdeveloped industry, the very same affliction that it suffers today. Whereas other communities reaped a benefit of wartime activity, Glace Bay largely experienced an unprofitable and unchanging destitution. This major fishing and mining community has but few relics of the great wars of the 20th century. This is the Fire Control Observation Post at Table Head. Continuing our military series on the World War II coastal defense of Sydney, Nova Scotia, this will be a short entry. Add it as part of the Lingan Battery. Click the link above to take you to the Lingan episode. A fire control observation post was built on the site of an earlier fortification at this location. It was in World War I, the summer of 1918, that a 1-inch gun emplacement was created here, near to a timber blockhouse or infantry lookout built at the Marconi Towers cable station. This gun emplacement was removed barely a year later. However, during the Second World War in 1942, this site was repurposed and became an extension of the Lingan Fire Control Complex. A similar concrete fire control observation post was constructed to extend the visual range of the battery further down the coast to the entrance of Sydney Harbour. The First and Second World Wars were not the first time Table Head and the New Aberdeen area of Glace Bay have seen military structures erected. In 1747, the British built a fort at Burnt Head to guard the nearby coal mines, named Fort William. There were 2 blockhouses within a 100-foot square stockade, with several barracks and storehouses. It was manned by about 65 men until completion, when the garrison was increased to a 148-man contingent. The French attacked a nearby mining settlement at Indian Bay, made up of Acadian workers who had sworn allegiance to Britain in July of 1748, but did not attack Fort William. When Cape Breton reverted to French control that same year under the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle, it was to the great displeasure of the New England colonies. Fort William was renamed Fort Guillaume. Unfortunately for the French, the fort was destroyed by fire in 1752, part of a massive coal seam fire that did not burn out completely until 1764, giving the name of the area of Burnt Head. Legend has it that one can still see the remains of the fire in the rocks along the coastline even today. The fort was never rebuilt. As this site was but a small outpost on the outskirts of the Sydney Harbour Defence Network, there is about as much information available about it as there is to see. Along Glace Bay's craggy, storm-swept coastline, there is very little that remains here. Yet, I do appreciate its importance to the overall effort it played in defending our country and continent against the global threat to humanity of the 1940s. As the world is ever more drifting into dangerous waters in what could be a repeat of history, I hope you can join me in appreciating how our fathers before us stood up and answered the call of history, even in severely depressed and impoverished conditions, without the thought of reward. Should our nation call on us once again, I wonder, would we stand up again and do what must be done to fight for freedom and democracy, should circumstances require us to? I truly hope we can live up to what was done here and honor our shared past. I want to thank you for watching this very quick episode of Abandoned Cape Breton. If you enjoy the work I do, please click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for updates on the next episode. Where should I go next on this beautiful island known for its stunning landscapes and rich history? Do you know of any abandoned sites you'd like to visit with me? Let me know in the comments. Join me next time as we embark on a journey to uncover the mysteries hidden within Abandoned Cape Breton.